Friday, it's Jen from Polk County Public Libraries, and for this month's board game demo, I'm going to show you how to play Sushi Go Party. So Sushi Go Party is a game that you can check out here at the library. It is for ages 8 and up. It takes about 20 minutes, and it is for 2 to 8 players. So this is a great game when you have a bigger group. So I am setting it up for a 2-player game, as I usually do. So you will go through the little directions booklet here to get started. So first I'll tell you a little bit about the game. Welcome to Sushi Go Party. You are dining a la carte at a deluxe sushi feast. Before you eat, you must create your own menu from a wide variety of delectable options. Then try to score the most points over 3 rounds by grabbing the best combination of cards before they whiz by. So to set up, you're going to place the game board in the center of the playing area. This is the game board here. You're going to choose a player color and place the corresponding pawn near the 0. So this is how you're going to keep track of your score. So since I'm setting up for a 2-player, I picked 2 different colors for the pawns there. And there's a lot of cards in this game. Whoops. You're going to divide the cards into the type of sushi they are, or the type of different items they are. In this box, it does have dividers, but when you carry it around, they get all mixed up. So that was divided very nicely, but you might have to do it again when you get the game home. Then you're going to decide which cards to use in this game. So you're going to pick out 7 different cards to use in your game. You're going to have a type of sushi roll, 2 special items, 3 appetizers, and a dessert. Now they do provide little examples you can use. So they have an easier one for beginners, a classic menu. I set up with the dinner for 2 because they say this combination of sushi cards works well for 2 players. So they do give you all of these examples. They give you an example for 6 to 8 players, which ones to choose, or you can pick your own if you like. You just pick a type of roll, 2 specials, 3 appetizers, and a dessert. Just know that you can only use the menu and special order in a 2 to 6 player game, not 7 to 8, and the spoon and edamame can't be used in a 2-player game. So they give you that information right there in the directions. So once you decide, like I said, I'm going to do the dinner for 2, you take these little menu tiles and then you place them on the game board. There is not a menu tile for the desserts, so you're going to just pull those cards. So for this one, fruit is the dessert. And you're going to shuffle the dessert cards and then put them face down just right there next to the dessert spot on the board. And then you're going to take all the other chosen sets of cards. So these 7 sets of cards, you're going to find all the, and I don't know how to pronounce all this sushi because I don't actually eat sushi. Nigiri, uramaki, the menus, the special orders, the tofu, the miso soup, and the onigiri. You're going to find all 7 of those cards and you're going to shuffle them together. Now I'm not going to dig through this box and find them all on the video, but I'm going to tell you that's what you need to do. And you will shuffle them. So you have the dessert cards here, and then all the rest of those 7 cards you're going to shuffle and put them on the other side. There will be cards left in the box, and there will be these little menu things that go on the board left in the box because we don't play with all of the components at the same time. All right, so this is a pretty simple game. There are 3 rounds. Before each round, you shuffle your dessert cards and add them into the main deck. So it tells you, based on how many players you have, how many dessert cards go into the main deck at the beginning of each round. Then you are going to deal this main deck of cards to all of the players, and it tells you, based on how many players there are, how many cards to deal to each player at the beginning of the round. So in a 2 to 3 player game, you will deal 10 cards to each player. And you will place the remaining cards in a face down deck beside the game board. Take your cards into your hands, secret from other players, and start playing. So, turns in Sushi Go Party happen simultaneously. So, if this is my deck of 10 cards, each player chooses one card in their hand that they would like to keep and places it face down in front of them. When all the players have done this, everyone reveals their chosen cards by turning them face up. Then you pass your deck face down to the player on your left and pick up the hand that this player on your right has passed to you. You choose one from them and you keep going around the table, choosing one card each turn until all of your cards are face up. So if you're in a 2-player game, you would have 10 cards face up per round. All right, so then at the end of the round, you're going to do your scoring. So the directions here, there are some special cards that have special actions. I'm not going to go through all of those, but you can read that. The end of the round happens when all of the cards have been played and everyone's hand is empty. What you're going to do first is set your dessert cards to the side. The dessert cards are not scored until the end of round 3. So those are ones you're collecting through all the rounds to add to your score at the end of the game. Now you're going to score all the other cards that you have played. So you'll have your other cards out here and you'll score them according to what it says on the game board. So sometimes you might get 0 points if you didn't get enough of that certain card. There are special cards that will like double or triple the score. So you just have to pay attention to what it says on the card and then do your scores and move your little pawn according to your score. All right, so after 3 rounds, the game is over. You're going to score that final round, and you're also going to score your dessert at that time. And whoever has the most points is the winner. So at the back of the directions, there's a card guide. It gives you all the details of each kind of card that you might want to go over for your first play. There's some extra rules for using some of the special items, some clarifications about the rules in case you're confused at all. But overall, this is just a fun game to play, especially if you like sushi. You could turn it into a fun family or date night by ordering some sushi and playing the game together. So I hope you guys will check this out and enjoy.